Up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the AI Marketing Navigator. This is your daily compass in the ever evolving world of AI marketing. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about a really cool AI technology that I just learned about, but was announced back at the beginning of June, and that is called Showrunner. This is a tool being introduced by an AI startup called The Simulation. Apparently, they were formerly called Fable Studio, and this is what caught my attention. It's literally being called, and the headlines are all calling it the Netflix of AI, quote unquote. And it sounds just crazy. A little bit about the simulation in Fable Studio. They're the team behind something called the South Park AI, which was an AI generated version of that show, South Park, that was built within their simulation model. It went hugely viral and was definitely not sanctioned by the show creators, Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Regardless, it put the company, the simulation, and the technology on the map, no doubt. Um, and what this technology is offering here, apparently, is the ability to combine multi-agent simulations. So to me, that means the simulated environment means simulated environments in which multiple AI agents or GPT agents are interacting with one another. And you can combine that with the capability of these large language models or LLMs to create content that aligns with a story that you're trying to tell. So basically, they are pitching here that you can create your own virtual worlds and build stories, build characters, and put yourself in these stories as well, even. For now, the technology is apparently limited to creating animation. I love animation, so no complaints here. But the founder, Edward Sachi, says that he doesn't believe they are far from similar live action capabilities in the technology. For instance, the first slate of shows will take place in a virtual world that's been created in the simulation technology called Sim Francisco. There's a show called Exit Valley, which is a satirical take on the power dynamics of Silicon Valley. There's a family friendly show called Pixels that tells the stories of a variety of electronic devices in Silicon Valley. And there's a few other shows, a couple anime type shows, and a couple other animated shows as well that they're offering. And the pitch here is that users are going to be able to stream that content, but also participate in it and create content. You can direct content. You can star in content by putting yourself in these shows, literally being able to eventually create your own show using this generative AI. It's like a collaborative Netflix where not only can we all watch the content, but we can create the next episode and we can contribute to it and we can build in it. Again, I think it's kind of hard to grasp, and it's hard to picture in some ways how big of a deal this could be. It's definitely going to change the way that we not only consume our digital entertainment, whether it's video games or television shows or movies or VR or AR. Any of that could be affected by this technology where we're able to create these environments and stories ourselves as we're ingesting them. So it's going to change the way we view that entertainment, but also how we view it in respect to our own creative visions and our lives and our opinions. And the content just got a lot more personal, people. That's all I'm saying. And for better or worse, the entertainment industry will likely never be the same. And I think it's going to be for better at the end of the day. But I'm ever the optimist. And well, maybe the crazy state of the world right now would indicate otherwise. But that's for a political podcast. Anyway, forget about the entertainment industry. That's not what we are here for. What about the marketing industry? That's why we're here today. And that's what this show is about. What does this mean for marketers? And well, if your wheels haven't been spinning already, then you may not be in the right line of work. Imagine a streaming platform where brands are able to create their very own programming, or their customers would be able to help create alongside of the brand. I mean, this takes user generated content and community engagement and two huge principles in digital marketing today to a whole new level for sure. I mean, you can generate a story around your brand that's interactive. Imagine your customer being able to walk through the assembly of your products, uh, through the factories, or imagine them being able to view the product as a small little animated character going through a journey, or them being able to join you in the story of your business journey or something. You could create an entirely personalized product demonstration. A marketer could generate an entirely custom environment that can showcase particular products' uses and value. I mean, imagine if you're selling, let's say, outdoor gear or something. Why not show your customers what they might look like using said gear climbing the side of a mountain? I'm envisioning some sort of interactive experience where a customer might upload a headshot or something, which then face swaps on the AI avatar agent for each customer. they could then see themselves in action using your product. I wonder if explicitly showing a customer what it would be like to experience a product would be as effective as them imagining it or having that desire that's been built subconsciously by all the brand advertising that's gotten them to that purchase point. I'd be curious to see if this can replicate that kind of effect on purchasing. um, Further imagining how this can be used, your ad campaigns and content campaigns could almost be entirely user generated. You can prompt your customers and users to share their own AI generated stories and characters around your brand and repurpose that content in your advertising efforts. I don't mean to keep going back to the mountain climbing, but I'm just going to run with the example anyway. Imagine if you could elicit hundreds of submissions from your existing customer base of user generated like TV shorts, showing the various ways that they use your product. I mean, imagine what it would have taken just to get a short of an actor wearing your hiking boots, using your kayak or whatever it may be, getting that produced, logistics of that. You're going to run into some pretty huge marketing and production budgets, obviously. And imagine how even more difficult it would be if you wanted to get some high quality footage of actual customers using that equipment. Now with Showrunner, you just may be able to gather all of that by sending out an e-blast, asking and watching the submissions just roll in from your customers. um, you could even implement a gamified marketing experience. I mean, if this, again, we're going a little past the technology now, but if this technology is available in the world of gaming, which I imagine that someday it will be, in the world of VR and AR, where users can fully participate, whether using like a controller or using themselves as a controller in the case of VR. Imagine a marketing experience where they can literally, okay, what if they're climbing the mountain virtually, or what if their character is climbing the mountain and each time they solve a task or reach a stage of the mountain, they can access certain deals or promotions on gear. The list goes on, and it's really only limited by our creativity and your imagination. So I'm super excited for what this technology brings to marketing. Hit me up in the comments below with some ideas that you can come up with for how this technology might be used. I'm going to have a dozen more by the end of the day. So looking forward to what you come up with. Okay, that's it for today's episode. If you enjoy the show or you find it useful in any way, please do me a favor and follow on Spotify or subscribe on your podcast platform of choice. A review on top of that would be even more appreciated and so helpful to the show. So until next time, thanks for listening and joining me. And remember to stay curious, stay consistent, and keep navigating forward. Bye.